world that I grew up in Switzerland, education always comes first, and sports wasn't really a way of life. But then I remember playing badminton or ping pong or tennis, you know, in the backyard of my friend's house, and we were like, and the winner of Wimbledon is Roger Federer, and like, go down to my knees and pretend holding up a trophy. So I think I was dreaming of winning Wimbledon, playing against the wall, playing doubles with my parents, playing doubles with my friends, playing catch into the night, realizing that tennis had so much more to it than just hitting a ball. I also played football, never looked back, always enjoyed it, but eventually I had to take a decision if it was going to be football or tennis. Thankfully I chose tennis. My first ever match, I lost 6-love, 6-love. I heard some rumors that maybe sort of the local federation, they were like, well, maybe he's not that good like we thought he was. I kept on practicing hard. I started playing more tournaments, started to become, you know, very successful. Also, even as a juniors, at least in my area. Nationally, I became junior Swiss champion for the first time when I was 12 years old. I was joking, put up a sign on the wall that said, "Junior world champion lives here." You know, we were leaving the next day. The Swiss junior team, like when they knocked on the door of my sort of dorm, you know, everybody was laughing. Then the national tournament comes around. I did one little tiny interview with the National Tennis magazine. They asked me, would you ever go to the National Tennis Center? And I thought, well, I think it would actually be quite good for me, be part of the best group of the juniors. If I want to maybe become a professional tennis player, maybe that's the path I have to take. And off I went at 14 to the National Tennis Center. I was in a great family from Monday to Friday, and then I would only come home on the weekends, and I'd be incredibly homesick for the first 9 months. Results dropped, I lacked confidence, couldn't speak the language. I really struggled. Finally, the results started to come back, and I started to feel more comfortable, so it was quite a rough journey. I think those were maybe the two most influential years of my life, from 14 to 16, being away from home, persevering, and having that responsibility to figure out the things sort of on my own sometimes. I remember going to a dentist once, and he asked me, so what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm a tennis player now. And he goes, what else? And I'm like, oh, just a tennis player. That's all I do. I realized, man, it's just playing tennis, you know? Is this really enough? And I started really questioning myself. I thought that maybe I could be the next super tennis player from my country. When I was 16, Peter Carter joined the National Tennis Center, and previously I had worked with him at the local tennis club in Basel. He was a very important mentor, and if I play the way I play today, it's probably thanks to Peter. It was a very tragic accident that Peter passed away in a car crash on his honeymoon in South Africa that me and my family told him he should maybe do one day. Obviously the news totally shocked me and rocked my world. In some ways, it was a true wake-up call. This is sort of when I guess I shifted gears, and I just like, okay, well, let's get serious about tennis, very serious, and let's maximize my potential. I don't think I wanted to be wasted talent. I'll never forget what happened, you know, and the way it did, but I'll forever miss him. That's clear. Becoming world #1 and winning Wimbledon, sort of being the leader of the game in some ways, or the spokesperson for all male tennis players. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate it, because for me, heroes are really important, you know, having Stefan Edberg, Sampras, Becker, Michael Jordan. I have a chance to give back, I have a chance to inspire. I don't know if I would do that much different. All I think I would have to know is that I actually have time. Everything feels like it's in fast forward. You gotta win tomorrow, you gotta win right now. You wanna learn something new, and it could be something totally away from what you're good at, you know, if you're a good musician or tennis player for that matter. You wanna maybe spend a little bit more time with your friends or family and not look back and go like, maybe I missed too many things, maybe I sacrificed almost too much. And I believe in a very much a healthy balance. I'm actually not quite sure exactly why I succeeded as much as I did. You don't aim for 20 Grand Slams, or you don't aim for world #1 anyway, not in my world, not in my normal upbringing. In Switzerland, I'm not sure if we dream this big, you know? It's not something that happens quickly or easily. If you're passionate about what you're doing, you keep going, you keep believing, reach for the stars, and you're positive, and you surround yourself with the right people, and you really go for it. One thing I do believe in is not wasting your talent. You can always control, I feel like, your mind and your fitness and your best effort. If you do your best there, at least you have no regrets and you look back and you can be proud of what you achieved.